Hello and welcome to the movement. My name is Crystal and tonight's routine is all about relaxing and unwinding our upper back and shoulders. The equipment that you're going to need is just somewhere comfortable that you can kneel and lie down on. So you could try this on a mat or even in your bed before bed as a really nice way to send you off to a really restful sleep. We're just going to be starting in tabletop, so that's in your hands and knees. So whenever you're ready, you can transition with me. Okay, then we're going to slide forward onto our bellies. And we're just going to place our elbows down, just underneath the shoulders. Lengthen the legs and just give the hips a little shake. Just rocking from side to side, letting the lower back and hips relax. Think about lengthening through the sternum, the middle of the chest, and keeping the chin maybe parallel to the floor, just so we're not cranking on it like that. Then we're going to bring the attention and awareness back to the breath. And as we inhale, think about expanding the belly into the floor. And as you exhale, belly collapses, lower back drops. Think about lengthening the chest a little bit more. Inhale, belly expands. And exhale, soften. So on the next inhale, we're just going to lay our chest down and lay the right cheek on the ground. Just bring the arms down, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Keep focusing in on the breath. Okay, then you're going to turn your palms down towards the floor and imagine walking them just a little bit away from your head so that we don't have our shoulders scrunched up. We're going to pull them down away from our ears. This is a really gentle way to open up the chest and through the neck. It's a really passive pose, so you can really focus in on the breath, soaking up all the goodness. And we're going to inhale and switch over to the other side. So we just lift the head and lay our left cheek on the ground. On the next inhale, lifting the head, coming back to center. We're going to put our hands in a push-up position. And next, we're going to go into a chest stretch. So we're going to take our left arm out to the side into like a T position. And then I'm going to roll over using my hips. And what you can do is you can stack your hips on top of each other if you want this to be more of a passive pose where you can just really relax. Or if you want, you can keep opening your hips to deepen the stretch. So if I keep twisting it, that deepens it, but this feels like enough for me right here. Paying attention to your body and meeting it just where it's at today. So maybe other days you can go deeper, but today's not that day, and that's okay. And just making note of where you feel the stretch. You might feel it across the front of your shoulder and chest. You might feel it down into the forearm. If it ever feels too deep, just back off a little bit, but see if you can stay with it. So on the next inhale, very slowly, like we're going to move like molasses coming out of this, really gentle. And we're going to go over to the other side. So right arm out to that T position. I'm going to roll over using the hips. Again, if you want to go deeper, you just keep opening up through the hips, okay? Or find that spot that feels like, that's enough. And then we're going to bring the attention and focus to the breath. And we're going to allow the body to start to melt into the floor as we let the body soften and relax each time we exhale. And just making note of where we feel the stretch. How it might be different from the other side, and that's okay. On the next inhale, moving really slow and gentle, we're going to come out of this. And then we're going to roll onto our back. For our final pose, Shavasana. So taking the legs out, just giving them a little shake, and let the toes flop out to the sides. Bringing the arms out, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and just walk the shoulder blades down 1, 2. Taking a nice deep breath through the nose, softening the jaw and the face and the brow. Bringing the attention and focus to the breath, and just noticing each time you exhale, one of the contact points that your body has with the floor or your mat just softens and melts. And you really start to feel the weight of your body. And with each exhale, the muscles and tissue get heavier and heavier. Softening and melting into the floor, into the earth. As you inhale, bringing life back to the body, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. You might want to reach up overhead for a little stretch. And when you feel ready, I'll get you to roll over to your right side, fetal position. Just to pause before we come up. And when you feel ready, you can come to a seated position. And that is our restorative sequence for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me.